going on, guys? It's your boy D56O and welcome back to a new video. Before you see the video, if you're new here to see more videos, subscribe, turn on post notifications and drop those likes. So today I'm talking about how I became a Marvel fan. So let's talk right through it. So I want to talk about my childhood. My childhood superhero, and I grew up with this character, and you might know him myself. I grew up with Spider-Man. And I was a huge fan of Spider-Man. I have a Spider-Man clock. I have coloring books. I had action figures. You can see on my top of my Iron Man mask. And I collected a lot of Spider-Man stuff. And I have Spider-Man toys and stuff I must try and find. And I was a huge fan of Spider-Man. And I loved the Tobey Maguire films when I first saw him as Spider-Man in the live-action films. And I started to expand with all the Spider-Man stuff. And also I got a cool thing to show you though. I have right here. I actually have a Spider-Man soft teddy / bag, because this is actually a bag, because I'll show you. Hold on now. We'll go back a bit. See the straps? One of them has been broken because it's old. But these are straps you wrap it around your back and makes it pretend like he's hold on now. Straps are broken, sorry guys. But as you can see, it's a bag as well, because you actually can carry him like he's holding onto your back and stuff. It's a pretty cool little thing though. And I used to wear this when I was a kid and stuff. I got this for like a birthday present or something from my cousins and stuff. And it's a pretty cool little thing though. I like it. It's a good memory to keep as well, because Spider-Man is such a cool character, and all kids and adults still love Spider-Man these days. And this is actually a bag as well. See, I'll show you this. See the little zip? You put your stuff in there, you keep your phone, your wallet, or whatever you want to keep in the stuff. And it's a pretty little cool thing though. I actually like this as well. They don't do them anymore, but it's a pretty cool little toy, so I like it. And the eyes are really nice as well, and a pretty little cool thing to keep for a memory, because Spider-Man was always my childhood memory and my little action figure on top of my Iron Man mask. And then, back to the story then. So, I started then to kind of watch the Marvel movies. I went off the mark with Marvel when I watched Iron Man. I kind of stopped, and then back in 2015 when I went to see Avengers Age of Ultron with my friends. It's not a great movie, but I said to myself after I've seen it, I must follow these Marvel characters again and follow the journey to the next Avengers film. So I did, and also I needed to find out the facts about these superheroes. So I actually have the Marvel Encyclopedia, and this is a pretty cool little thing. It's a big book, and there's a lot of characters you want to know, like every fact about every superhero and villain in this. And it's a pretty cool thing. I got this at school or something from my it's a pretty cool little thing though. I like it. It's a nice book as well to keep, because every fact about every superhero is in this book. Now some of them aren't if when you're watching the series and stuff, because I actually tried to find out about Misty Knight. She's not in this book, but all the Avengers, all the villains like Venom and etc., all in this book. So guys, go get this book. This is a really nice book to get, and I should recommend you get this book and read some of the facts about all of your favorite superheroes from your childhood and new ones as well. So it's a pretty cool thing. There it is again. So yeah. Now, as you see right beside me is the MCU movies, all of them. And I mean guys, I have watched all of them. I just moved this out of the way now. Here is all 23 MCU movies, from Captain America, the first Avenger, up to Spider-Man Far From Home. And overall, I've seen all of them, and what an epic journey it was. Now, some are kind of bad. Say the ones, for example, Captain Marvel is bad, Thor Dark World is not that good, and Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't that great either. But overall, this is all my Marvel collection of movies. And overall, I've seen all of them. And some are good, some are bad. And guys, collect your journey through all these Marvel films. This is all the timeline order I have put. I'll leave the description below the timeline order of the MCU Saga. And you can follow your journey through all the way up to Endgame. And it will help you to follow the journey, to understand the journey as well. So it's they're really good in a way. All the Marvel movies are really, really good. I love the MCU saga, and I cannot wait for Phase 4 next year as well. So, now, I also have standalone films as well. Say, for example, the standalone film Venom. And Venom is my favorite movie, and I loved it when I watched it in the cinema. And I love Eminem's new song Venom. And people saying it was bad. Guys, it's not a bad movie. It's a really, really good movie. I like this. It was funny. It was a really good story. There was no Spider-Man at all. It was just Venom, just himself. And Tom Hardy, he was a really good actor, played Eddie Brock and Venom at the same time. And I loved Tom Hardy as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. But I loved it as Bane in as Venom as well. And it's a really, really good movie. I cannot wait for the second one next year called Venom Let There Be Carnage, because we're introducing another character called Carnage, which we're all waiting for, played by Woody Harrelson. Now, the other one I have is the animated movie that got an Oscar. It is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And this is a really, really good movie. It was well done. The animation is very, 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 very good. And it's all this kind of, it's like a comic style of stuff. And the voice actors did a really, really good job with their parts and stuff. Miles Morales' character was good, and I love Spider-Gwen's character as well, and Peter B. Parker as well. And it's really good. It's a really, really good movie, and the soundtrack is really, really good as well. You should recommend to watch this, guys, because it's a really interesting movie to watch. So I really love this movie so much, and I watch it all the time. It brings me back my childhood and stuff, and made me a Marvel fan forever. So that's pretty much it. Now I also have the XMen Saga. So here's my box set of the X-Men. Now, this is my problem. I see them all on TV and stuff, but the only thing is that the fact is that there's all different time loops and stuff. So I must look up and see, and if there's a timeline I can follow through these X-Men Saga, because I watched them all and just all mixed up, going back and forward, and I don't know, but overall, overall, I see them all. Some are good and some are not so good. Like X-Men First Class wasn't that good. Dark Phoenix wasn't that good either, and X-Men Apocalypse was okay. But my favorite one of all time is the Days of Future Past. Is my favorite one. But I don't know, guys. Maybe you can tell me what timeline order I can follow so I can watch these next. But I have other ones as well to show you. I also have the standalone film Hulk versus. This is an animated one versus Thor and Wolverine. It's not great, but my favorite one is the Hulk versus Wolverine, because it's really good, as well done as well. So I really like the voice actors of this, and Fred Tasker, who plays the Hulk, does his Hulk roar and stuff, is really, really good as well. So I like it. Now the other X-Men movies I have X-Men Dark Phoenix, X-Men Apocalypse, my favorite Wolverine movie, Logan, and the funniest character of all time, I have Deadpool 2, and I have the first one. And Deadpool is my favorite character of all time. And this here, I have my little Spider-Man figure. See that? Cool, isn't it? This is my Iron Man mask. And hold on, just turn around for a minute. Cool, right?
Iron Man, inbound missile attack.
Hold on. So that's my Iron Man mask. As you see, this I wore this when I was a kid and stuff. And I was huge into Iron Man as well when Iron Man 2 came out back in 2011, I think it was. But also, the comics inspired me as well. And I love the comics. I must really collect all these comics as well, because I love all the comics. The X-Men comics, the Avengers comics, every one of them. And the creator, Stan Lee, I always think of his quote, and this is always inspires me. This is one of his quotes. If you have an idea that is generally good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. And when I heard him say that, it gave me confidence, because you have an idea. Do not let anyone, don't let a bad person say that, oh, you don't believe in that stuff and stuff. Think of something yourself, and you have that idea. If you have that idea, use it. So I really think Stanley is a really, really good. He's a really, really good man, and rest in peace to him, because he inspired a lot of fans like me and stuff. And you know, I love Stan Lee, and he inspired so many Marvel fans and stuff. And I appreciate what he says with his quotes and stuff. So thank you, Stan Lee, for everything. But overall, I will still continue my Marvel journey. I cannot wait for Marvel Phase 4 for these movies next year and stuff. And I'll always continue my Marvel journey until I die. I just love all the Marvel movies, even though some of them are bad and some of them are good and stuff. I will always still continue my Marvel journey, and you should guys too as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and my story of how I became a Marvel fan and stuff. As you see, all my collection and stuff. I'll have my next one. I'll be doing my how I became a DC fan after I finish all the DC movies. So see you for that, guys. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, and drop those likes. And I'll see you next time for more videos. Peace.